best AI podcast where we'll continue to grow. A world of innovation where dreams become reality. Come join the movement, let's take AI to the next level. We're breaking barriers, rewriting the code. Together we'll conquer, watch our ideas unfold. The future starts here, joining the revolution. Let's say our podcast, the ultimate solution.
Good morning, everyone. This is Leland Best, the Best AI Podcast. Welcome to the broadcast. I got a special guest with me today, Mr. Ray Luan out of, believe it or not, we're going all the way to Shanghai, China today to talk to this man. He's the CEO of NewOaks AI, and I'm really happy to have him here because I'm actually one of his happy clients. I've been an owner of a white label system over at NewOaks AI since last December of 2023. So I've been using his product under the brand of AIO Chatbots. And if you want to go check it out, stop by the.com. I'm sure you'll be able to find me rather easily. Sign up for a free account, take a look at it, and we'll be able to get you out there so that if you want to white label a brand for yourself, you'll be able to do so. So I'm not going to waste any of your time. We're here to talk to Ray. So let's bring him on the show right away. If you're out there on YouTube or Facebook, leave a comment. I'm going to follow up on anything I can. We will be able to follow up on the YouTube comments as we go. Facebook, it's going to be a little bit trickier because we had to reconnect to the Facebook feed today. But one other place you can watch us is over at stage.bestlive.tv, where you can ignore all the social channels and leave comments in the side feed where we'll be able to watch with no interruption. So I'm going to bring him right out. This is Ray Luan of NewOaks AI. Welcome to the broadcast, Ray. How you doing today?
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Well, we hope we got a bunch of people out there today. You never know when it's 8 a.m. on a Monday morning, who's out there watching, who's here to see what's going on. But I do have a feed going. So for those of you who are leaving comments, please do so on either the Facebook page for NewOaks at NewOaks or on the YouTube channel for NewOaks AI. That way we can follow up on those as they come in. Okay, Ray, we had an interview last week or so ago. It wasn't that long ago. I had a really good talk with you. I went through a huge list of questions, the things I wanted to get out of you, and we covered most of them. I thought I got some really great answers out of you, so thanks so much for all your time last time. But do you think we could dig in a little deeper? I got a few more here, and then I'd like to find out how things are going with the product. I think this would be a good thing for us to do every week on Monday. Come out here. You were mentioning maybe 10 a.m. I'm going to leave that up to the folks out there to decide what really fits good for them around the 9-10 a.m. hour, because like you said, we would be well to serve those over on the West Coast as well without them having to get up too early, right? So
yes,
how's things in Shanghai today? That is where you're coming from today, right?
Yeah, it's a raining season just finished, so today is a little bit hot. So, but it's evening right here, and it's cool and chill. So here I am with you again, Leland. Thank you for the last interview. It was an awesome interview. It's one of the best interview I had in my life. So you asked a lot of fun questions. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah,
well,
I think we can.
More than I do.
Well, yeah.
No, go ahead. Good. What was your thought? Finish your thought there. You'd like to
I
do
think
something.
we should do weekly updates. We should make the podcast weekly so that I can update everybody, mostly our customers, right, and potential audience about myself, about the company, the business news, and about the latest features or news about AI, even the trends. So let's do weekly updates, and let's do like 10 a.m. Eastern time, so that the folks in the West can also watch the show and get updated.
I like that idea, because as an owner of your system, Ray, because we bought into this a long time before it was really, really well known in public. And I was glad to be a part of that, to watch you evolve and grow this product from really scratch. You had something you'd started with before under different branding, but it was nice to see a fresh look at a chatbot from the ground up, because I think it was needed. It was something that was a fresh take on everything. It was a new interface. It was, you were going off resemblances of other chat interfaces, but it was very unique approach to take. To start with what I think, well, tell me a little bit about that, Ray. What was it that drove you to go from where you were before? I know there was a brand under Chat Pilot. There was Chat Realtor, was it? Chat Realtor? Can you tell me
Yes.
how that evolved into NewOaks? What was it that made the shift? Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. Yep. So our first launch product is called ChatRealtor.ai. It was meant to be made for real estate agents, so to automate the whole process from customer inquiry until pre-screening of the qualification of the customers until the appointment booking for real estate agent to improve their productivity and get more leads. And then we launched Chat Realtor on last October, early October, and got a couple of customers engaged and start to use it. But later on, I figured out that if we focus so narrowly on one vertical industry, we may not get the demands of other industry, right? Customer from other industries, and one key elements for building good products that you have enough customer base in the very early stage. So I think if I go too vertical on real estate, I may not get enough customers to build together, to go public together. So that's the methodology that I use to build the product to make it useful for our customers. And then so that's why I decided to broaden the audience or the customer base a little bit and expand it from real estate agent or real estate business only to other customers, other industries, including e-commerce, insurance, home service, all the small and medium business with online presence will be my target customer. So that way I can build a larger customer base and get more demand for features so that I can build an AI product which can create value for everybody, not just build an AI product just for its being an AI. So
yeah, well,
that's
then how do you gather, what are you doing currently to gather and incorporate the feedback from SMBs and continually improve the chatbot? I know we have a community Facebook group, basically. It's a private group for all the people who started early with you and then have since gained access to the system. What else are you doing to help get the input you need from these corporate entities to move ahead with this product?
Yeah, good question. So on top of the Facebook group community, we also build a Discord community on, which is in the menu of NewOaks.ai, so that I can get the feedbacks or feature requests from Discord. It's more interactive than Facebook. Facebook is more like a communication tool, but I think Discord, people can post a screenshot and also make it like a thread so that one customer's question or bug report can be seen by others. So Discord is another community that I spend a lot of times on that. And also another is the support email. Actually, I use that a lot. Whenever people want to talk to me or send feedbacks, they can always send email to support@newOaks.ai. So I check support emails every day. And also I have Twitter account, X account for NewOaks AI, and also LinkedIn. And interestingly, recently we launched a bug tracker on the main website of NewOaks.ai, so that whenever you see a bug or whenever during the journey of onboarding, you can report a bug or send a feedback with a screenshot right away. So that's a variety of engagement tools that we are building to allow people can send me the feedbacks or bugs throughout the process.
Cool.
So
well, that helps a lot, doesn't it? All right, we talked about the team last time you were here. Have you seen any difficulty, and I'm only asking this from a business owner's perspective, because I know as we continue to ramp up our white label offerings of your product, we're going to be dealing with customer support, servicing those accounts. I know you're working currently on the back end for us to be able to create packages for our own clients so that we can charge right through the system, correct? And be able to actually build
Yes.
an offering for them in there. So I can see moving ahead, it's a fast-paced operation. What do you do with your team to help keep them at a pace that's adequate? Obviously, you're moving ahead very fast, but not get them overwhelmed and not make them feel like they're being pressured to just produce without, coming to the headway with your client, with your customers and your own employees going, they want it now, but everybody's doing their best work. How do you balance that, Ray? Is there something you can tell people that are going to be doing that themselves very soon?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, thanks for the question. It's a really good question. It's always a question that I ask myself. So I see that a lot of startups fail because the different departments within a small team has different goals or different objectives. So as one thing that I did, and one thing that I learned from TikTok is that we use the OKR method to organize a team together, so that everybody from me and my partner Calvin and to Frank and also a couple interns that work for me, the whole team knows what is the goal of this month. So I set up OKR system so that they know the goal for this year for NewOaks AI as a whole team, and also the goal per month, even the goal per week, so that everybody is on the same page. Doesn't matter if we're in the role of customer support or a technical development. So that's one thing that we use OKR system. And the second thing is that as a startup, I think one of the advantages that we have is that we have a relatively small team. Right now, we have a team of 8 people already. So I try to guide our technical guys, say for example, Frank, up front to meet customer like you, Leland, and Ross, and other customers, so that one of the bad habit other big companies that they have is that the back-end people never get to meet customers, so that they do not know why the customer demanded this feature, X, Y, Z, and why. So get to know why is very critical. That way, they know why customers need this feature, and they know how to make it better and faster. So that's way I call it inclusion. So I'm spreading an inclusion culture across over the team. So yeah, so that's another key. And also for every future meetings with or interviews with customers, I will have at least myself, a technical guy like Frank, and also a customer support guy. So at least 3 of us will face one customer. So that way, everybody in our small team knows that what customer needs. So that's awesome. The key.
Yep. It is. So let's reflect on that a minute. What advice would you give, besides just being able to have a team that's connected with the front end, which is your customer facing side? What kind of advice would you give an inspiring entrepreneur who's looking to start their own tech venture right now?
I think if I want to get one advice is that, it doesn't matter what technology we use or you use, right, to build the product, but what's the most important thing is that to find the PMF, the product market fit, which means doesn't matter what AI or what tech stacks that you use, the product has to be valuable to your customers. So that's the number one thing. That don't spend a lot of time hiring 4 or 5 engineers before you know that the products will be needed or demanded by your customers. So test the water before you start to build. And spend money you can spend $50 on Facebook or Twitter, do a small advertisement, just test the idea. So sell before you build. So that's what, if there's only one advice, that's what I gave to the entrepreneur folks or entrepreneur to be's.
What you're giving away before you give it away, right?
Yeah.
It's good to know what your product has as value, because if you don't really know what you're building, I've told this to several people. I run an agency that helps people build their brands and market their products and services. So for me, it's one of those things I tell people all the time is don't rely on two things. And that is the idea that you should have all of your stuff on someone else's real estate, for one, and what you just said. It all comes down to how you handle things. Know what the customer wants. You may want to create the greatest thing in the world that you think is everything and a bag of peanuts. But if you put it out there without knowing what they really want, you just failed because you spent all your time, effort, and energy building something that no one wanted. So
Yeah,
it could
exactly.
be a big waste of time. So is there anything you want us to just share with the audience real quick as a backstory before we get into the updates and the tech talk? And we will change this up. This is just a short introduction to what we're going to be doing with Ray over at NewOaks. And that is to say, we're going to have a Ray Luan Tech Talk, which is going to be broadcast every week. We will set that time up for the next broadcast, and we will have a show card so you guys will be able to see these promoted ahead of time. You'll know what we're going to talk about, or at least a little bit, and then we'll have some surprises involved as well as Ray opts in with new features each week. So is there anything else you want to share with the audience about NewOaks AI and your journey here that you haven't mentioned yet? Because I know we've asked a lot of questions. Let's go to this. What do you do in your free time to unwind and recharge? I mean, we've talked nothing about tech and chatbots and where you came from, but what do you do when you're just trying to chill, right?
Yeah, I didn't tend to do a lot of things. So when I have time, we mentioned last time, I like to read, read the state of art books or novels, sci-fi stuff. And also I like to work out a little bit. I go to gym regularly, right? 2 or 3 times a week. Just keep up with my energy so that I can refresh myself after entire day of support work or technical discussions, right? So exercise and building up my body, and also food. I'm a foodie. I like try all kinds of cuisines, not limited to Chinese, Indian, French, Italian. Italian is my favorite.
I love Italian food.
Yeah, Italian is good.
I have a friend in Milan. I'll have to introduce you to a good friend of mine, actually. He's a high-end website developer in Milan. His name's Nazim Beltran, and he's also a very close friend of Richard Branson. So he used to work with the Virgin Cruise Lines. He used to develop a lot of the interior design work on his cruise line series. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. All right, one last question from a personal level, and then we'll get into the tech. Ray, what life experiences outside of work have shaped who Ray Luan is today?
Oh, good question. Life experience. Well, I think the most interesting for me is that I like to meet fun and creative people. I like to meet all kinds of peoples. Either doesn't matter what his job or his works are. As far as and is there anything that make me think he has some fun stuff to share, or he has anything to make me learn from him? So yeah, I think that's curiosity. I think that's what drew me here. Yeah, I'm curious about anything that I had never met, anything that interested me, anything that can help me to understand a piece of history or story or cultural stuff. I think curiosity is what drove me along the way to who I am today, and it's going to keep me up to building better and product better and better in a daily basis. Because I'm not building product because I want to make money. I'm building product because I see people like to use it. It creates value, and I like the feeling of putting up my idea into reality and into a piece of product that people can use every day. So that's what makes me excited every day. So
yeah, and I get excited every time you add a new feature to NewOaks. I get excited. So let's talk about that, right? For some reason, I'm trying to do a screen share over here, but it literally blipped my video pretty bad when I went to do a desktop share. So we may not be able to do that, but I'm going to see if I can pull it off yet while we talk. If I can't, I'll add the overlay in later, and just so that people that come back and watch this recording after the live event will be able to see what we're talking about. So Give us a
Sure.
rundown, Ray, since the last time we talked, or the last time I did a video, and for those who know me by face from some of the NewOaks videos, I will be producing some more tutorials for the system so that people get a better understanding of how it works. But for the date that we last updated, we were on the digital business card. So what's since the digital business card? And I've seen a lot with Google Sheets and the little overlay to test our chatbots on other people's websites. Just give us a rundown since the digital business card, what you've done over at NewOaks.
Sure. Over the past month of June, after launch of digital business card, we continue to launch the integrations with different social medias. For example, we launched also WhatsApp on top of Facebook Messenger bot, and we are working on Instagram. And also we're going to integrate other popular social media integration. So that's one aspect that we have been doing. And the other features that we have been building is that we're also building payment gateway and to make the agency version of NewOaks better and better, and so that it will be ready to be shipped out by the mid of July next month. I mean this month. So within 2 weeks, I think it will be ready to be published and to be sold as a mature product. So that's the other thing that we have been doing. And also we introduced the new large language model, which is Cloud 3.5 Sonnet, which is close to GPT-4o, but with less price.
I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about Claude, with the fact that it's beating 3.5 and 4.0 even in some of the higher end tests that it's doing against the bot. And I'm really impressed that they've come that far with that so fast.
Yeah. So, but we need to do a lot more integration with Cloud 3.5 so that we can do a comparison, apple to apple, pair to pair comparison with GPT-4o. Because I know that people are so anxious. I mean, so eager for the GPT-4o's audio feature and also the image reading feature, and also potentially the video feature. So my goal for NewOaks is that I'm going to build a multiple module features on top of what we already have. It is an AI chatbot for appointment booking for now, with mostly the text message conversation, right? And on top of SMS and also our website. So my goal or my objective is to make it more human by to build digital, more like image, to build the image feature and also audio and eventually video feature on top of what we have, so that in the future when Leland, you and me, when we want to have a online meeting or online appointment, we can ask our digital avatar to hop on the Zoom meeting. So we can talk behind the scene, but it's our AI agent with our avatar, to talk to each other and to do all the automation stuff. So that's the goal.
Nice. That's beautiful. I've never even considered that possibility. And I've been playing with these things for quite a while, Ray. You're aware of the fact that I've been building chatbots for years, and even goes back to the ManyChat and the Chat Fuel days where we were using Dialogflow and literally mapping out every inch of the conversation that someone had to have with the bot in order to make it work. That's not the case anymore. We can leave that to the people who've built these LLMs for us. So what do you think then with regards to Google Sheets? I see a lot of context stuff going on there. You've got a template now for the real estate bot that allows people to add some extra stuff to that. Tell us a little bit more about how the real estate and the e-com templates work inside the system.
Sure. Yeah. So real estate and Google, e-commerce templates. So the reason that we use Google Sheet templates, that we found out if we just scrape the data and content out of a website or your website URL, the knowledge base was used to train a chatbot will not be as accurate as a Google Sheet, because Google Sheet literally is a online database. So we use it as a database so that the chatbot can retrieve search data for a better answer or a more accurate answer. So that's one aspect of the Google Sheet templates. So with that said, with our real estate chatbot, the chatbot can actually search, recommend, and retrieve property data from the Google Sheet and present it to the visitors in real time. So it's almost like our AI virtual agent for real estate to recommend and pre-screen the customers and recommend the properties accordingly. So that's why we built that, and we are going to make the whole MLS or MLX system from the property listing agencies or associations and port it into the Google Sheet so that the bot can tell you the pricing, the average pricing of the local area or specific property that you're interested in, and the pricing, the trend of the neighborhood, and even the viewing of everything. So we're adding the image URL to the real estate, and also we're adding the videos in the future. So for example, another interesting thing I want to mention is that we're going to build a URL to video feature inside the real estate bot. For example, if you're asking for a real estate, an apartment or house in New York area, and the chatbot is going to send you not only the introduction of the properties in the form of text, but also in the form of pictures and even the videos in real time. So that's what's coming for the real estate and also e-commerce.
All right, let's just ask you another question with regard, once my video catches up here, it's just going to take a second. I'm going to talk to the developer about this because we're poor, just for you out there who are wondering what the heck's going on. Ray's in a Zoom with me right now, but we're using vMix to broadcast this out to you through another system known as Stage 10, which is my online provider, which helps me to broadcast to multiple locations at once. So just giving all those guys a shout out. But vMix, we need to work and get this thing fixed, one way or the other. So let me just ask you a couple other things, Ray, with regards to the product. I know you're busy. I don't want to get you off the hook here before the time's up. What else, as far as like this, I love this new feature that you have to be able to show off the bot for others. Tell us a little bit about where that little insight came, or where that little, let's say, what made you decide to put that feature on the website in the first place, which is just a box that allows you to enter a URL for a website. Tell us the rest of what it does from there, Ray.
Right. Yeah, it's called chatbot overlay feature. Well, one of the reasons is that I didn't come up with that feature. Is that one of our customers say, "Hey, Ray, there's a very good feature that you may want to see or you want to check." Is that it's for agency customers. So whenever they have a website and they have a chatbot, but sometimes it's hard for them to or introduce the chatbot to the potential customers. So literally it's a way that allow you to showcase or demo the chatbot, the final result of putting out a chatbot on a website as a chat widget, the look and feel. Literally you input a URL of your website and put that into the box that the input box that we have on the website, and click one button, and the chatbot will automatically get data, script data from your website, and do the training, and also embed the chatbot on your website, but in a demo page, like within 2 minutes, so that the potential customers will know right away how it looks and what's the chat widget can do for the website as a customer service bot or sales bot.
And that saves people like us so much time as an agency owner who has to come out and demo these things for people just to get them to purchase, which is something we have to do on a regular basis. Now we just go to our customer's website. Even beforehand, we just ask them for the link, and We can
Yeah.
literally send them back an example of a working chatbot already pre-trained somewhat just to the website,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
long before it gets into the detailed training. So let's talk about training a little bit, Ray. I know we've made some requests from our own perspective on getting more template creation construction in there so that we can spend more time really assigning tasks to the bot. What do you see as an upcoming trend with AI and technology that excites you the most that you might be able to incorporate into the NewOaks AI system?
Chatbot, I think what the most important thing is that the way of training the chatbot was a knowledge base. So right now, before GPT 3.5, the training is to use knowledge base. I mean, use a text as a form of knowledge to train a chatbot. But a better way to train a chatbot is that use not only text, but use also audio and video and image. Use a different module to train chatbot. So the previous version, like GPT 3.5, is that even though you can train a chatbot with an image, with a video, but it will transform the video or the audio to text first, and then use text to train the chatbot. So you see there's two steps, right? One is video, audio, image to text, and the second one is text to AI. But with the inception of GPT-4o or Cloud 3.5, the algorithm that uses transform is still transformer model, but it's going to train the chatbot with video directly, with image directly, with audio directly. So the efficiency is 100%, at least 100% more efficient than GPT 3.5, because that's what how human learn from the world.
Sure.
We as a human, as a baby, when we learn the way that we learn from the world is that we watch, right? We see things, and we see things. Our eyes, just like video camera, just catch the pictures every second, and then we learn from the picture directly. We don't turn the pictures or the videos into language first and then learn from language. No, we learn directly from the video. We learn direct from the audio, a piece of audio, or when you talk, right? People talk, and then we learn directly from the image. When we see the picture of something, we learn. And the last thing is that we learn from the book, which is the text-based learning technique. So it will be more like human, and then it will be more intelligent eventually. So that's the trend is. With that said, our AI agent or AI chatbot will be more like human, will be more personalized, and will be more intelligent to automate everything. So that's how I see the future is. So that's why we have to go with the multi-module method and build the multi-module features into our chatbot.
So let me ask you this then, Ray, because it kind of sparks some ideas in my head, and it's something I haven't seen in a chatbot yet, honestly, that is specific to what we're talking about here at NewOaks, which is a widget that's added to a website. We can go to ChatGPT, we can go to Claude, we can go anywhere we want to any of these sites and ask questions, ask for images, ask for video. Will we be able to do that inside NewOaks to say, I need a new logo for this new company I'm adding to my system? Can you give me that logo real fast in the chat widget? Is that what we're looking at next as far as an evolution of a NewOaks chatbot as into an agent, let's say?
Yes. The answer is yes. So there will be two stages toward the goal that you were asking for, right? So the one stage is the first stage that the AI chatbot or the NewOaks AI chatbot will be able to generate logos as an image or generate videos, output logos as image or videos to you or to other customers, right? So that's one way. And the second stage is that we are going to use image, audio, videos to train the chatbot. So the input and output, we have to say, to say that we will go through two stages. We're going to output videos first, and then we're going to make the chatbot to be able to be trained by audios, videos, and images. So there'll be 2 stages on that to get what you want.
Awesome.
Yeah, and keep in mind that even though ChatGPT or Cloud can generate logos as you tell them to, right? Or as you ask them to. But what NewOaks value is that we will combine your business content, or, as a knowledge base, and then use the business knowledge together with the public domain knowledge that the general chatbot has combined together and train the chatbots. That's the value add by NewOaks, so that we can make your business customized knowledge base and chatbot.
Very cool. That's what's exciting me the most, I think, Ray, is that it's not just a chatbot anymore. And the term agent for us has become a pretty common term, and it seems to be the regular term being used a lot on the internet as well when it comes to what is, the next evolutionary step when it comes to LLMs and the interfaces that are necessary to work with the public, because we have to feed it somewhat in limited portions. This stuff is so even over my head in some places where I go in, and I'm a tech guy. I've been a tech guy for 30 years. And yet I go playing with this stuff and I'm still blown away every day as to not only its capabilities, but in reality, how simplistic it is, because there's not much to this thing. As a language model, it's just a lot of data, but it's very simple data. It's not like it's some huge formulated process. Of course it's formulated, but I'm impressed every day, Ray, what we're seeing as advancements. And I'm sure as we move ahead in this realm, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get faster. So tell us what you see as the next step at NewOaks, Ray. Tell us what's coming next, and then we'll let you go and we'll wait for next week's updates.
Sure. What's coming next is that, as I said, we're going to ship out a mature agency version of white label chatbot, for NewOaks to our agency customers. So that's one thing. And the other thing is that we're going to make the e-commerce templates and also the real estate templates better this month, by the end of this month, so that it can not only search and retrieve data, it's going to be recommended data, content to the customers, and also can display images, even videos. So that's the second batch of features that we're going to build. And the third one is that we're going to gradually add the image feature on top of the text to the chatbot, which is that we are going to build a AI avatar as an icon for the chat bubble, so that you can have a real AI employee as the spokesperson of your business, right, on the corner of your website in the form of a chat bubble. It's a real, it's an AI generated image of your employees, so that it's like a real person to talk to. So that's the next feature that we're going to ship out. So we're going to, in short, practically we're going to make our product smarter and chat with a better quality, and also we're going to make them more creative and more like human during the journey. So
we get our own little mini me, right, is what it sounds like.
Yes,
it can have our own little self down in the corner there. I'm looking forward to that.
Exactly.
Ray did that to me already. He ran our images, Ross and I, through his end processor over there and produced a likeness of ourselves, which I gotta say, Ray, you made me look a lot better than I do in real life, but that's okay. I'll take it for now.
No, I just put you on a fancy suit. That's all I did. I didn't change anything else.
Yeah. We'll leave that. We'll put that in post and make sure people get an idea of what it looks like. And I'll ask Ray if he'll let me, or Ross, if he'll let me show his as well. All right, Ray, I'm going to let you go. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know you're a busy guy, so I'm just going to let you step out once I take over, and we'll wrap this up. So thanks so much for coming again and giving me all your time. We're looking forward to setting a new time, probably between 9 and 10 a.m. Eastern, it sounds like, so that we can reach out to more people on Monday mornings. Ray's going to take that time and effort to sit out here with you guys and take your questions as well. So we're going to feed those into the broadcast. We'll be able to overlay them right on the stream. So as we move ahead, we'll evolve this process and we'll make it a much more streamlined get together where we can have a fireside chat and talk about NewOaks. So thanks again, Ray. Get back to work. We got some more stuff. We're waiting for you.
Yeah,
We'll see you next time, Ray. Take care.
Thank you, Leland. See you next time. Bye-bye.
All right. Have a good one. All right. This once again, Leland Best over at Best Live TV and AIO Chatbots coming to you for the first time, really, with Ray on a broadcast that we're going to continue to do and continue to involve with out here at NewOaks so that you guys can get a better understanding of how the process works, how to use the chatbot, and how to move your business ahead as a chatbot building agency, I guess. And we're really looking forward to what Ray's got going on with the newest improvements for the white label. So watch for those to drop anytime soon. If you have any questions, leave them in the Facebook group or on one of the comment sections for these videos so that we can follow up on them after the fact. I'm here to help support the community, which I'm over there on the Facebook page. We'll be adding content to continuously so that you get better ideas of the features that are coming. Along with that, we will continue to produce videos out here at Best AI Podcast and Best AI TV, where we're constantly working to help improve AI and AI automations in your business and in your life. So take care from Best AI Podcast. One more time, this is Leland Best. We'll see you on the flip side, and we hope to see you again out here joining us in the AI revolution. Take care.
This digital age, we're breaking the mold. With AI fusion, let the story unfold. From life to business, the future is here. Unlock the potential, make it crystal clear. It's time to fuse, let the sparks ignite. AI in action, reaching new heights. Life and business blending into one. AI fusion, the journey's just